Good.
Okay. Okay, I think we're live. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're definitely live. So
There we go. Yeah.
let me
I
mute.
got the echo, so.
Right. I'm like, yeah, let me mute. And I'm still trying to say apologize to everybody. I'm still trying to figure out all this whole professional streamer shit. But I am so glad you're here. And Dr. Tapiocaweasel is so glad you're here. I'm sorry, I'll let you talk for yourself.
No, you're absolutely right.
All right, so Bree, I think yesterday was saying that you should start your own channel, and I completely agree. But she wanted you to. What were we talking about yesterday on her stream? I thought it was cryptic corner where she does cryptids and stuff like that, but it could have been something else.
Yeah, no, it was. I can't remember the specifics because I'd be able to remember normally, but then I woke up this morning and watched her stream,
Mm-hmm.
which is a wonderful way to start the day. Highly recommend. Everybody should go over to HiveSci and subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, watch her on Saturday mornings with a cup of coffee. Best thing ever.
It's great. It's enjoyable, fantastic. I know that a week ago she did as part of sort of her collection on Saturday morning, I think it was. She responded or reacted, I guess would be a better word, to Paleologos, who he's in the chat. She reacted to one of his recent videos. People should also go and subscribe to him. He's got like 2 more people before he hits 1,000, so that's great.
Wow. You know, I just found out about Paleologos maybe like 2 weeks or so ago. What does he do on his channel?
Yeah, so Paleologos, aka Peter, is a young Earth creationist who is currently a freshman in college studying like paleoanthropology or things along those lines. And he and I obviously disagree about a lot because I am not a young Earth creationist, but he really does know his stuff. He responds. Apparently, AIG, Answers in Genesis, is starting a whole new like weekly series or some nonsense where they're responding to quote unquote young Earth evolutionists, which are young Earth creationists who follow the evidence and are like, yeah, I mean, evolution, according to every evolutionist definition of it, like it clearly happens. And so the question is really, is there universal common ancestry or not? So he produces a lot of content on that. It's a great channel. Highly recommend.
Awesome. Not AIG, but Paleologos, right?
No, not AIG. AIG is now, they're like, no, this guy, he's letting the evolutionists win on certain topics. And I'm like, well, I mean,
no.
He's honest. That's how it works.
I mean, yeah, when you honestly follow the science, you get evolution. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the thing is, I don't think he actually disagrees with them on most of the big picture ideas, like the idea that the things that came out of the ark had to diversify dramatically into the species that we see today.
Right.
That's a geometry problem. You can't fit all of them on the ark. You need to have rapid diversification after the ark. And that's something that AIG would agree with.
Right. You also have to have super speedy continent separation.
Yeah, and I think that's another problem. I haven't seen him respond to the heat problem yet, but yeah.
But all right. I'm not that kind of scientist. So, I'm psychology is a science. I will die on this hill.
Yes.
However, we're doing. I know. I heard someone that was not me or Marty say that psychology was a science. It's Dr. Tapiocaweasel. I almost proposed to him on the spot. It's just so refreshing. God. Anyways, today we're going to. I'm going to convince him that there are cryptids and they belong in, and we're going to try to fit them into evolution. If in fact we can find one. A lot of this is I unlike Gerst streams, true professional streamer that he is, he never looks at his videos before he watches them. I do, because I try at all, to produce quality content. So, love you, girl. Anyways, some of these are not going to make the cut, but we'll see where we go. So some are we'll say interesting.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slap Ham. So today we've got something a little bit special for you. It's a bit
I've got
of
a
bonus
bit
content
of
of
an
the
echo
week.
here.
It's a massive compilation.
All right. Hey, chat. Are you guys getting echoes? Oh, you know what? I don't even think this is what I want. Anybody in the chat, are you getting echoes?
Yeah.
Yes, echo.
Titan says yes.
All right, I'll fix it up. Let's I don't know. Who else is here? Titan, Titan's always here. And I love Titan.
Titan's everywhere.
He is everywhere. He has more he actually has more subs than a lot of streamers, and he doesn't have any content.
Yeah, no, I was checking. I remember, like, I checked either yesterday or earlier this morning. I was like, am I subscribed to Titan? Does he produce content? And I went and checked, and I was subscribed to him, and he does not produce content. I mean, do you though, Titan?
I know Titan. Do you? I think it's this one, and it's a lot shorter, so that's probably better.
In just
let me double check.
For that half a second, I did not have an echo. While we wait for Maya, does anyone have any prayer requests from Aunt Jur?
Prayer request. Yes, thoughts and prayers to all, especially if you're a woman living in a red state.
Word.
And What the Becca has a channel, and he does not stream anymore. So, Beck, I would love to show for you if only you would make content again. Beck's not feeling well today.
It happens, you know. Titan, I made one video 3 years ago. I mean, I guess that
content
counts.
Creator. I'm on board with that.
Well, okay, yeah, but I mean, do I count as a content creator then?
Hey, you are my co-host, so yes, feel free to show all the videos. All right, so I went to share Chrome tab. And I went to get rid of said echo. I don't know what happened. I didn't change any of my settings, but we're getting an echo now.
Is it? Do you have a speaker also going like apart from your headphones? Because I also have an external speaker that I have to like manually turn off because otherwise I get an echo.
I don't think so. But let's see.
few moments.
Hello, native atheist.
Okay, so are you getting an echo with that?
Do it one more time.
No.
Yes.
Still echo.
I think so. That the audio quality on the video is tricky though, so it might just be that the video itself is weird. Well, let it go for a little bit longer.
All right. So, guys in the chat, I know you're on a bit of a delay, but if you are getting echoes, please let me know.
I just want an explanation for what it is.
Go on, Katie.
Well, I am living every
I'm not getting an echo. But
Well,
the
you're
audio
right.
is is really quite poor. It's hard for me to understand anything that they're saying.
They're not saying much right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a compilation.
But it's like a little bit robot-y, for me at least.
Yeah. Let's see.
channel@gmail.com. Are you guys ready? Well, let's go.
Not too long ago, mobile phones, television, and big cities didn't exist the way they do
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's like a
The
reverb
perfect
or
place
something.
and time.
It's very, very strange.
It is strange.
Let me make sure it's not something I'm doing somehow. Okay, try it again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Time to watch the sky and stars
Okay, no.
would be
camping
camping deep in the woods. And one would have to ask...
Let me see.
Yeah, okay, so Paleologos is saying it is reverbing. That's it's a little different than the first time. It's a reverb instead of like an echo. I have no idea how to do any of this.
I'm thinking about disconnecting. What did I do last time? Oh, you know what? I had it going. I had the sound going through my computer. Right now it's going through my TV.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Okay.
Is that a quick fix, or do you need me to stand up and dance a jig?
Yeah, if you could like throw on the Math Pig Mankini and kind of, do one of those little,
Da 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 da. Everybody here, watch the weasel dance. I do. Are you not entertained?
Themselves.
I honestly, Antjer, I don't know exactly what the difference between a reverb and an echo is, other than like an echo is like reverb but with longer delay. I think that's how it works.
I have no idea what
really
anyone's talking about.
If to this day there isn't exactly many videos or photos of people who went camping and accidentally captured something strange in the sky.
This is
And
great.
well,
I know, this
there
is
are.
awesome, isn't
And I
it?
guess that one of the best videos out there was captured by
Yeah,
Homestead
there's
How
no echo,
YouTube
no reverb.
channel.
This is fine.
All right.
Now, Homestead How YouTube channel is based in Montello, Wisconsin, which is a very small and quiet town with a population of only 1,500 people. I mean, it's really small. And their YouTube channel is focused on a family of 6 who left the city to live and grow on 20 acres of land. And while taking pictures in one fine night, this happened. Check this out.
Last night it was too cloudy. I couldn't see the Milky Way, so I tried to get some of these cool shots of the house. I tried to do a time lapse where I set the camera up, and this is 700 pictures of our house. Look, here's a close up. Can you see it on there?
You can show it on the screen. Kind of, not really.
I'll show it on the screen. You can see the stars, and you can see the clouds, and the clouds are moving. And then I combine the 700 pictures together to make.
Homestead How explains how he was trying to take pictures of the Milky Way on somewhat a cloudy day, when all of a sudden he captured something he couldn't explain. And this is what he caught on camera.
I just want an explanation for what it is.
Go up more, Katie.
This is the original photo out of my camera.
Zoom
no
in.
lie.
Go to no.
Look, does that look like an airplane to you?
No, it looks
A
like
helicopter, a drone?
It looks like a red
It's not my
light.
drone.
It looks like
Okay,
a
watch.
light where a stick would
Watch.
be
Here's where it gets
close.
scarier. Watch this. Watch. Look at the light coming off.
Homestead How was able to take 4 or 5 pictures of this unknown and mysterious object. The thing is, when this video was first uploaded to YouTube, it amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and there was a very strong debate amongst internet users whether this is a helicopter or an airplane in a long exposure photograph,
or a drone,
or if this is indeed a mysterious object caught on camera.
Well, I mean, it is to some extent. It is a UFO, tautologically.
I mean, yeah, it's totally a UFO,
but that's not particularly, interesting. That just means we don't know what it is. It's not a bird, probably. even if a bird were carrying a lighted object, maybe it would
I'm
look like
gonna
that.
go with not a bird, definitely.
But
It
long
feels
exposure
like,
time, it'll make it look bright.
yeah, and that
Anything.
was the other thing because it does kind of look like, I don't know. I've seen planes with the shape before, and then I was like, well, what's this? And I'm like, well, it could just
Well,
be like a light that's being distorted with the camera.
you know how they have on one wing they have the red light and one wing they have the blue light.
Mhm,
And
mhm,
if your camera is more sensitive because of the angle or whatever, in this case to the red light,
mhm.
then you're going to pick up that a little bit better. So I think, plus if it's a time lapse, the exposure time is probably pretty long, which means that for it not to be streaked out a whole lot, it needs to not move that much across the screen in a given exposure, which
Right.
a plane would certainly do. If it's a drone or something, I would expect it to be just like, it would just look streaky and be obviously just an artifact.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
maybe aliens exist. Could be that.
Well, it could be that. It could totally be aliens, or alien overlords that have populated the Earth via panspermia and are just doing checks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just them looking, our reptilian overlords and stewards coming in to make
Yeah.
sure we're doing all right, you know?
Or
Now,
maybe
that
they're
does
like,
raise a very interesting question.
mhm.
Where do reptilian overlords sit on modern taxonomic systems of classification?
Well, at the very top, of course.
So they're like bacteria?
Well, there's that.
Rude.
Would they be hominids?
Peter, would they be hominids? Are they archosaurs?
Archosaurs.
I don't know. I don't know what an archosaur is.
Well, I like Googling stuff. Sounds familiar. Archosaur.
Like, I know of them. I wouldn't be able to give you a definition.
Oh, he's going to reptilian. So it's a clade of diapsids with birds and crocodilians as the only living representatives. So,
Yeah, that tracks.
all right, let's see if we can find some, let's see, archosaurs. They wouldn't be hominids if they are reptiles. Oh, he's like, reptilians, or they hail from them via panspermia. So we have to pick one.
¿Por qué no los dos?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they're
I
aliens.
myself at first thought it could be a helicopter or an airplane. This is until I saw the rest of the video where he zooms in the object and it becomes quite clear that this might actually be something entirely different. Check this out.
The first one I think was this one has all the red on it.
You know, the only thing I'm scared of now, because all the stories that I've seen of like aliens going into people's bed and they can't move, like sleep.
That's
I'm terrified.
Okay, here we go. We're cropping into this is the clearest one. There.
Oh, aliens confirmed.
That looks to me like, what does that look like?
Well, clearly, it's
I will
their
say,
little
like,
alien
if it's
windows
a long
upon which
single
they observe
exposure,
us.
it wouldn't look like that. But if instead of a single exposure, it's collating together multiple shorter exposures and using that to approximate a long exposure, and I have no idea if that's how cameras work, then that is what you would see, sort of ish, maybe. I'm not sure.
That's a really good camera. Well, I would say a really good camera, but like to like get down that much. Like,
Yeah, it's
my
not
camera,
bad.
personally, all you would see was pixels. You wouldn't know what the fuck you were looking at. So I don't know.
I mean,
think
all
he
we
is-
ever see is pixels. All I see of you is pixels. That's helpful, isn't
I
it?
don't know. I think his camera has some alien technology in it. That's all I'm saying.
That's a helicopter? Is that a helicopter?
Did he wait? Are people? Oh, people were saying it was a helicopter.
Yeah.
That is not a
It could be a
helicopter.
plane. It could be a plane, though.
No, you have me at
It
plane.
might even be a helicopter.
What? How the fuck is that, a helicopter? Really?
Helicopters can have red lights.
Well, yeah, but like, but can they do this?
If they have a spotlight on it and they have a red light up top, yeah.
Since when are there like windows that people peer out of, like where there's seats? Like this is. I want to just say, like,
windows where there are
plenty.
seats. I don't think there are any windows or seats. All I see is is some red lights
like windows
and
or something. It's got to be. Well, okay, maybe it's not
like
windows.
sort of, but
it could be light. It
so
could be
is
light,
it a UFO with like a fire inside of it? Are people dying from like smoke inhalation as we watch? Because that's the only reason it would glow red, right?
It would be a UFO inferno, and it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, aliens can have accidental fires too, I guess.
They could. No, but here's
what I think
it's
what
not
we're zeroing in on.
Like, there's no. Okay, fine. It would sooner be an alien inferno than it would be a helicopter. Like, how is this a helicopter? Is this like a hovercraft?
That's literally what a helicopter is, though.
No, it has blades at the top. They don't hover; they fly.
They absolutely hover, but they're one of the few things that can do that.
Yeah, sure, it can't hover, but it's flying, right? It's not like it's like.
I mean, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
It would like seriously just be.
You're not going to see the
when
blades.
When I think about hover, I think about like the alien technology that is supposed to use like one point of gravity to bounce off of, and then it like propels itself up forward by alien magic and physics we don't yet have.
There is no physics we don't yet have. We know everything about the world. Trust me.
That tracks.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Well, he is a doctor. I don't know. Somebody tried to say you weren't a doctor yesterday, and I was offended for you.
Really? Last time I had to deal with that, I was arguing with flat earthers who then brought up the Van de Graaff generator, which my grandfather invented, and that was so enjoyable. Oh, that was...
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No, it was enjoyable. I went back and watched it. And I actually went back to the spot where your head flew off like 3 times. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, where is my popcorn?
It was so...
It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable.
Beautiful.
That's a helicopter? Is that a helicopter?
Whatever it is that Homestead Howe captured on camera, it does not look like a helicopter or an airplane at all. And even if this were to be a long exposure picture, I don't know if a helicopter would actually look like this, but I'm not too sure. I want to know your thoughts. What do you really think Homestead?
See, nobody thinks it's a helicopter.
I think it's more likely to be a helicopter than aliens. But I think it's more likely to be a plane than a helicopter.
Well, okay, you got me there. Let's see. Chad has some ideas.
Well, it's moving, though. It is moving.
It's definitely moving.
I mean, it's.
Well,
I think
Titan,
I
don't know. We want us to believe it's moving.
Titan's hypothesis is by far the most reasonable. They're probably just going to make a calibration stop so that they can recalibrate their flux capacitor.
Yeah, because that's as one does.
As one does. I mean...
And how captured on camera. Could it just be a helicopter or an airplane in a long exposure photograph? Or could it be something else entirely? What's your take? In today's world, living an urban life can be very much stressful, and to get away from this stress, sometimes people choose different kinds of activities during the weekend, one of them being camping. Just so you have an idea, 50 million people choose to go camping every year just in the US alone. That's a lot of people. And I guess that most people go camping because they want to get away from this stressful life in search for a peaceful and quiet moment. But sometimes things aren't that peaceful and quiet in the middle of the woods.
Shocker.
Screaming. Like a woman or something. That was a female screaming.
Sometimes strange and mysterious things occur, and very rarely they are captured on camera. This is sort of what happened with Caden and a couple of friends when they decided to go camping in Arizona. Now, Caden has about 127,000 followers, and his videos are mainly focused on daily vlog type videos. None of them are actually focused on strange or mysterious things.
Except for
However,
these
in
ones.
this specific video,
Right,
Caden
right.
went camping with a couple of friends and
Followers
found
are down.
himself face to face with a very
Gotta jump
strange
shark.
situation. From what I understand, they had just set up camp when they started hearing a strange noise, and this is what they caught on camera.
That was a screaming. Or like a woman or something. That was a female screaming. Phil. Please, please, please. No.
See, his friend is like, that's not a woman
Oh my
screaming.
God, Phil.
After posting part 1 of this video, it amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and most internet users were divided. While some believe that this could be a mountain lion, which is sort of a common thing when you're out in the woods, some believe that this could actually be a skinwalker type of creature or something like that. This is until he posted a part 2 of his camping experience, and things started to get stranger and stranger, and this is what happens next.
Phil, that sounds like some scary movie. In middle of nowhere.
Titan raises a good point. So does Brian.
Dude, we're not in the middle of nowhere. Dude, that sounds like some haunted. Dude, what happened to the other steel target?
After approaching the area where they believe the mysterious screams are coming from, they start noticing strange things all around them. They also notice a couple of bottles here and there. This is when something even creepier happens, and they caught it all on camera.
One right there on the ground. On the ground. Is what? That right there.
That's creepy.
What the is that? That's that. No.
That right there is content.
Oh, no.
Did
I
you
mean,
get
not
to
gonna
see
lie
it?
though.
Well,
Wait.
neither did I, nor Caden and his friends. It was
See
actually one
what?
of his subscribers who pointed out something strange. If we brighten up the video, we can
Really?
actually see what appears to be some sort of humanoid figure lurking from behind one of the
Okay.
There,
How dedicated are you? like holy shit. All right, so I there's a streamer that saw nothing. I love the streamer with all my heart and soul, and I want to help him make content. So I'm going to brighten up the screen and search every fucking inch of it. What the hell?
yeah, like you're gonna find something if you look hard enough and long enough, and you. I have a saying that I like to use at work. If you torture the data long enough, they're gonna tell you anything you want. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what this guy's doing. He's torturing his data until it spits out an answer that is marketable. Yeah, right? It like looks like a tree branch, or just a random, like literally this is a fluctuation in the number of photons on a very dim pixel. Like that could be the difference between 10 photons and 15 photons if you're jacking up the gain hard enough. Turns out cameras are pretty good nowadays. So
I'm just saying.
trees. It appears that they were not all alone, after all. Now, some internet users left comments saying that it could be a barn owl, while others state that this could actually be a cryptid or an unknown creature of some sort, mostly because of the way it moves. Now, I'm not pretty sure what's going
Or
on
it could be
here, but I know
nothing.
that if we take everything in this video into consideration, it all points out that there's something far more sinister going on, and I'm not sure why or what. In your opinion, do you think that this video could be a prank of some sort, or is it the real deal?
A real what though?
It's neither of those. It's
Now, I don't know
nothing.
about you, but going camping all alone late at night in the woods isn't exactly the best of idea, unless, of course, you are a very experienced camper. There are many things that can
Depends.
happen, from getting lost in the woods to coming face to face with a bad-intentioned human being. The list goes on. The thing
Bears
is,
are
there are
my
a number
biggest
of people
worry.
out there who would include another thing to this list, and that would be coming face to face with Sasquatch or Bigfoot type creatures. All over the world, there are thousands of supposed encounters with this tall humanoid being that people call Sasquatch or Bigfoot. And to be honest, there is little to no proof of it. But the little proof that there is enough for us to scratch our heads and keep us awake at night.
Oh my god, no. That.
In this video, for instance, originally uploaded by the Music Memory Lane on YouTube, a channel that does not exist anymore, Lucas and Jerome spot what appears to be Bigfoot just behind one of the trees.
Is that Bigfoot?
No, it's not, Maya.
I mean, so when I think of Bigfoot, okay, where are we? 1122. When I think of Bigfoot, like I think of like a
Like that. You think of
this is
right
Bigfoot.
there.
This is
That-
Bigfoot,
yeah.
right? I mean,
And
if we could
this
catch
video,
it, and, yeah.
this video is acknowledged by a lot of people, myself included, as like some of the best evidence for Bigfoot ever, and it's
Right.
terrible evidence for Bigfoot. So
Yeah, cannot deny. But I mean, and then there's whatever the
Evidence
fuck this is.
of the existence of these creatures. And I would say that in some videos, Chris was able to capture some compelling evidence. In this specific video that we're about to watch
I'm too far
by
back.
the Music Memory Lane on YouTube, a channel that does not exist
y'all.
anymore, Lucas and Jerome spot what appears to be Bigfoot just behind one of the trees. Moments before they can actually get closer to it, something happens and they run.
Oh man,
hey.
they always run.
Oh.
What?
That's not screaming. That's traffic.
Very strange noise.
That sounds more like traffic than anything else.
Seems to be coming from some kind of an animal.
Now, Chris Dickinson lives in Oklahoma and runs the YouTube channel known as Sooner Sasquatch. And he is in constant search for what he calls the Sasquatch people. And mostly all of his videos are him in the middle of the woods camping in search for evidence of the existence of these creatures.
What's a pine
And I
marten?
would say that in some videos, Chris was able to capture some compelling evidence. In this specific video that we're about to watch, Chris was annoyed by something he heard late at night in his campsite. He leaves the campsite for just a brief moment to check the surroundings. And this is what happens.
There's something over here. It smells like something. God, it stinks. I'm by myself in pitch dark. I have no light source. All I have is this night vision camera that I'm trying out.
Chris left his tent with a night vision camera and a not so good flashlight because he heard some sort of commotion happening just next to him. When he reached this specific place, he says that he feels this awful smell. Now at this specific moment, if I were Chris, I would have left this place and probably gone home. The thing is, Chris stayed there in hopes of capturing something on camera. But what happens next will chill you to the bone.
As I was walking out, there was some commotion over here. So I came over here and it smells like a freaking animal. Whoa!
What?
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that? Did you see anything?
I
Did you see
didn't.
that? What appears to be a humanoid figure can be seen lurking and watching.
I see nothing that looks humanoid to me.
Oh, hold up. Okay, so there. I mean, I'm almost like ashamed that to show it because okay, yeah, this is
that's the eye right there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks a little bit like a really blurry, like Halloween mask. But okay, so go to where your put your cursor right back there.
Okay.
Like on the eye. Now move it to just move it to the right about a fifth of the screen.
A fifth of the God.
Of like the width of the thing. I don't know how else to do it. I don't know how to I can't.
But...
My point is, if you just go to a random spot over in the little bushes, you're gonna find some faces.
Oh yeah,
right. Just go to
there's a face
like there's a face there.
Here's a face.
There's a face.
Oh, that's a whole face, and not just eyes.
Right?
A whole face. Wow. Here's another face. Guys, see.
I mean, the one that you just did, the one that you just did actually looks like a face with a gas mask on it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's all kinds of faces over here. Holy shit! This guy better run. He's just staring.
Yeah, I mean, he's about to get eaten by the nameless shapes in the woods.
I'm just
saying, as one does.
As one does.
Watching Chris silently, just behind one of the trees. And if you watch closely, you can actually see a breath of warm air escaping the creature's face in the cold night. Whatever's going on here, Chris realizes that he's not alone and that he's being watched, and he gets out of there as fast as possible.
I mean, I'm never going to blame somebody for GTFOing.
After watching this video countless times, I still can't make out exactly what is it that I'm looking at. All I know is that for a brief moment, it looks as if it's a head with two dark eyes. Whatever's going on here, it could be Sasquatch or maybe something else. Whatever this thing is, it gives me the chills and I don't even know why.
Are you sure it's Sasquatch? Are you sure it's not nothing?
One of Chris' subscribers by the name of Earth Traveler left a comment saying
I don't know.
that at 2 minutes and...
So I don't even know where to put that. It's like some kind of, I mean, if it had something, so like Leaf Man, I don't know. I don't see Sasquatch at all.
I certainly don't. Yeah.
Oh, Bree says we're a pair of bitches, apparently.
I mean, she's not wrong. At least she's half right. I don't want to speak for you, but for me, yeah, no. I mean,
it gives you the chills because you don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know that I would think it was a what. Like, it would just be like trees moving to me. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, I will say that the way the sort of background feature seemed to sort of move behind the tree, if it was a stationary object, that wouldn't happen. The sort of perspective and shift of the camera, it wouldn't look like that, I would expect. But I don't know how much they're jacking up the gain on this camera and like just magnifying, like if you just take your camera and just film like darkness, you're gonna see like splotches and patches of stuff.
Yes.
And
100%.
If you do that for 5 minutes and then you post it on YouTube and have people just jack up the gain on that, you're gonna find stuff. Okay.
Oh my God. No, you just described with actual people's content.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm not judging, okay? Like, we're making content off of their terrible content, so, you know, it's the circle of life. It's the circle of content.
Oh,
7
God.
seconds. Something is peering out through the branches, then moves the branches aside and moves back,
I
and then
did not
appears
see
out
that.
again, and that he sees something human-shaped. Alabama Sisters Paranormal says that she sees a huge canine head, but there seems to be a smaller one, or maybe it is just higher up in the tree. What do you think is going on here? Is it possible that Sooner
But people's
Sasquatch
lost their
actually
goddamn
caught
minds.
evidence of the
Didn't see any of
existence of
that.
something like a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot? Or is it maybe something completely different here? What's your take?
It looks vaguely like a. What it looks like to me is a backpack, like a bright backpack that somebody's wearing, and then like
Mhm.
stepping maybe behind a tree or something. Or it could just be nothing.
Or it could just be nothing. I think we have the title for our next stream.
Now, one thing is to camp on top of a mountain or in the middle of the woods just next to your car, where you can reach it at any time if you'd like to and just leave. The thing is, if you're camping at a small island on a lake, things will be a little bit different if you need to leave for whatever reason. This is the case with Ruben Mockery, who was camping on a lake and it was really late at night, and Ruben and a couple of friends of his were having a really good time and enjoying their moment.
All right, boys. This is Camping 2010 with Trevor and Jeremy and Tom that I can't hardly see because it's really dark. I can't find the light on this thing, dude.
I see Trevor.
It's just kind of, I see
either.
Trevor waving. Okay.
Okay, well, there's Trevor.
Can I get my phone?
Let me get fire.
You know what I need?
Sure.
I need to have like a whiteboard here so I can take notes while I'm doing this. I can be like, okay, Trevor, real person, not reptilian. And because, you know.
No, that has not been established yet. Trevor may be, you know, the alien that's cosplaying as a human that is trying to turn all the others. We've all seen this movie.
I saw Men in Black. Like the alien that comes down and then like goes and was like, I want sugar water. Sugar water. And like, where's the...
It's always,
yeah.
It's always fucking Trevor. Come on.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, maybe Trevor is a shapeshifter, Pete. Like, it's a possibility, you know?
But it could happen. I've been told that it happens, and a lot. I've been told that the Queen of England, Beyonce, all Illuminati shapeshifters, you know, there's a list. I think Tom Hanks is on it.
Yeah.
That's there he is. Tom.
We're gonna do some rope swing, man.
This is until Ruben noticed something really strange in the woods just next to them, and this is what they caught on camera.
Jeremy.
Man.
Is that a full moon?
God, what is that?
I think it's night. What's what, Bradley?
Seriously, guys, there's something. I seriously saw something over there. Tom, did you know?
Wait, does one of his friends have like red glowy glasses, and he asked if that was a moon?
No, it looked like that thing was decently far away. That
okay.
I see it.
Dude, whatever.
Jeremy, Trevor,
extremely
it
high
was over there.
Dude, whatever, man.
Man, dude, put some more Wilderness Fire.
I love the non-potato quality of this video.
I'm not gonna sit here with this thing.
It was there for like 2 seconds. Dude, it was.
Ruben spots what appears to be two red eyes staring back at them in the middle of.
Okay, so when you see this, is that what you see?
Yeah. That doesn't look nearby.
No, two red eyes. That's what. If you see this, and that's exactly what you think. These are eyes.
Maybe if I were seeing them with my eyes, and they looked like eyes, I would be able to see a pupil. Now, it could be that the camera is too blurry, and there is a pupil that they're seeing, because like because I definitely have like turned around with like, you know, a flashlight or something in the woods and seen eyes staring back at me.
And they looked exactly like this.
Yeah, they weren't red to my eyes, but when you take a picture, they are. That's like there's literally a setting on your camera called red eye reduction.
Okay. Okay. So you're
And
saying camera problem. Is that's where you're going with this?
Camera problem, the retroreflection from something. I wouldn't expect it to look like that, though. Like, the resolution on that looks good enough that I would expect to see a little bit of a dim spot in the center if they actually were eyes. I think it's probably just a light, or it could be a retroreflector. It could be like there's some retroreflectors that some hunters or something put on a tree somewhere so that people know, like, oh, hey, there's like a hutch here that people like to sit in and wait for deer to like come up and lick the thing, and then I shoot them. And you put a retroreflector or something on there so that other hunters might see them. I don't know if that's a thing, but like,
I guess we shall see. Eyes would always reflect a color red. This is because we do not have the reflective layer behind the retina. But I think that's tail lights.
Yeah. No, I
mean,
have a new,
you know,
I have a new favorite theory.
Brian Stevens reads my mind. So I guess we'll see. Let's see what's going on. Maybe the eyes, maybe we see a face soon. I hope. But
of the woods, and he immediately feels as if there's something wrong. He tells his friends, which do not believe him at first. It's when they get up to check it out that things take a turn, and this is what happens next.
Yes, there was, Jeremy. But Tom and I both saw it, dude.
It's probably a squirrel. It was nuts. I don't know, man. It's not a squirrel. What did you say it was a squirrel? Okay. Woodland creature.
Okay, what squirrel would look like that, Tom?
It's an animal. Okay, we're in the woods. Go figure.
Hey, Tom, guys.
What? Oh my God!
What is that? That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh crap! It's coming.
Oh my God!
Boom, boom, boom! Holy shit! So I mean, I don't know. Cars back up, right?
I mean, it could be like a four-wheeler or something, you know.
I don't know. He's legit scared. Like, I don't know. I seriously have no idea what's happening, but like, holy shit.
I don't know if it's that hard to pretend that you're scared.
I don't know. Well, we had some bad actors in the last video.
Yeah. Also, it could be a prank.
It could be a prank.
It also could be there's another group of people camping over there, and... Well, okay, they'd probably have a fire, so probably.
I don't know. I mean, no, it could totally be somebody fucking with them. I just like, I don't know. I mean, this is America, right? Like, who goes out camping and doesn't bring like one gun for like, I don't know, bears or something? I don't know. I mean, me personally, I would not pull a prank like that on strangers because you never know anymore. But
yeah, no, hell no. Especially not in places with like stand your ground laws.
Oh, right.
Hell no. Yeah, no. I do not own any firearms, and I would not want to.
I don't know, but I mean, if like I legit thought like
firearms.
If I legit thought like a red glowy eyed like animal was charging me, I'd, you know, and a gun was handy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right? Exactly. No, like if something mysterious that is not responding to your calls starts charging you at night in the woods, and you've got a gun, like you can shoot the thing that's charging you, in my opinion.
Right. And if it turns out to be a human who is playing a joke, I mean,
like worst case scenario, it's a human who is injured and is unable to communicate with you.
Sure.
And like they should probably go behind a tree and be like, "Yo, here are my hands.
Yeah,
like, please don't hurt me." Like don't just go up on people in the woods at night.
Right.
Unannounced. Like
charging
that's
them,
a good way to get killed.
It really is. It always has been.
What appears to be a tall humanoid figure with red eyes runs directly at Ruben and his group of friends that, now completely baffled, run towards the boat as fast as possible.
Get in, guys. Get in. Okay. Where's the keys? I don't know.
Seen it.
Where's
Tom at?
Where's Tom?
Tom! Guys, I'm over here.
Why are you over there?
Are you all right?
Thank God. Are you okay?
Dude, I think I lost it. I
Oh,
don't know. I
he's
think it's right
fine.
behind me. I'm not sure. What is it, dude? What is it? I don't know.
You need to jump. Come on, get down here with us.
You'll have to jump. Tom. Not jump. This is too high.
Dude, if you don't jump, it's going to get you. You have to jump.
Oh my God, stop!
Come on, Tom.
Oh, swim, man.
Swim, Tom. Swim.
Oh my God, did you see it?
No. No, we've not seen it.
Afraid that this thing, whatever it is, might be actually following them, Tom and his friends all get together at their boat to get the heck out of there as fast as possible. This is when this tall humanoid being makes itself apparent once again.
Wait.
It's Slender Man.
Oh, it's totally Slender Man. Okay. Here, let's do this. I am so sorry to everybody. I'm hoping we can get just like, it's just like driving me nuts. I don't, like they're screaming and the camera's all over the place. And I don't know what I'm looking. Yeah, my internet wants to be shitty.
You know what? No, it's you and I. We're onto something. We're pulling the veil back on the reptilian overlords. Like,
oh my God, you're right. That has got to be it.
We're being censored by reptilian overlords. Chat,
They're
chat.
like, oh my
listen,
God.
chat. This is important, chat.
Really
If
important.
Maya and I don't show up like in the next week, okay, Titan,
Yeah.
you got to keep an eye out. Like, we were
Titan,
eaten by reptilians.
Yeah, send notice to all the reptilians. Bring us home. I don't
think it's Maya's internet though, because like I'm not having any problems like
Yeah, I mean, it is
hearing
kinda
and seeing you.
weird.
You're not roboting at all. It seems to be
Right,
Just
because I would
refresh
think
the
that it would
page.
be like
Sometimes
roboting
YouTube gets like
something.
all like upset when you're like, go here, now go here, now go here. And it's like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want you to do? I clicked,
Right.
figure it out.
I don't know, but you're saying that you're not having a problem.
I'm not
Yeah.
having a problem hearing you. It's
Try restarting your device. Holy shit. This is
No way.
crazy.
no way.
What the fuck?
I mean, okay, so Titan raises a good point that I hadn't considered. Of all of the people that I know in my life, he is like
Well, yeah,
within the
like
top 5 most likely to be a reptilian overlord. Like not number 1.
then he's gotta like talk to his cousins for me. Like release the prisoners. I'll make them comply. So I'm looking at what's going on. I'm at full bars for my connection.
He screamed when he woke up. Did you Brian Stevens, did you interrupt him like in a nightmare?
Whoa. Ryan's badass. I don't
Whatever it
understand.
is might be actually following
Oh, here we
them.
go.
Tom
We are allowed to. No, we're not. What is going on today? All right.
and his friends all get together at their boat to get the heck out of there as fast as possible.
Oh, you know what? The quality.
This is
Maybe
when
it just
this
doesn't like
tall
the
humanoid
quality.
being makes itself apparent once
Oh,
again,
That's it.
and they try to capture it on
Can't
camera,
scream
and this
with great
is what
quality.
happens next.
Wait, what is...
All right. Fuck you too, YouTube.
Dude, what is...
Oh my gosh, dude, did you see that?
Thank
oh my
God
gosh,
you're
you tried
Trevor.
that.
That's the same thing we've been seeing.
That's it, dude. That's it, man.
Let's get out of here. Let's find out what that thing was.
Dude, it's right up there. Look.
Sorry, man.
We gotta go like right now. Now.
What?
There it is.
Dude, you see it? Do you see it?
No, hold on. Oh
Did it-
my goodness.
Oh, wait. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Hold up. What did I do? Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
So yeah,
That,
you can
okay.
now you can. Yeah. Do you see
There's
it?
a whole outline. Yeah. No. Okay. That's a
Yeah.
little creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
That
yeah.
like
Now I'm
that's a little
like
creepy.
sufficiently like okay. This is more than a car now. Like, holy shit.
Like if I saw that in the woods, I would shit my pants and run all the way home. Like, no lie.
That ain't to me. What the fuck? So, but those eyes, so they're no, that's disproportionate to the head.
Yeah, it's and this, I mean, this is a classic case of you point at something dark and you're going to get the splotches. And in this case, the splotches make an outline. And then you've also got these bright red lights, which are not just artifacts. Like those are clearly something.
Yeah. Hard to escape that one. This is something. Now, I'm not saying it's not a friend, but like a humpback friend? I don't know. Like it is
right?
Kind of ape-like. Kind of. Like, I mean, like the
it's ape-like in the same way that the Bigfoot was, right? Like it was sort of this meandering kind of thing.
Right.
I'm too tall. I gotta stand up further back.
What are Paleologus and Bree saying? I don't know. It's hard to mimic that hump. Do we have anybody here? Anybody? Actual outline.
Okay, well, okay, so we're getting called out by our reptilian overlords. So
yeah, they don't like the streaming and like there will be no like streaming and with clarity. We have to.
So
I think
do bears have red glowing eyes? And maybe scientists have just never noticed this. Maybe scientists are all super dumb and just have never noticed the red glowing eyes. Right.
Yeah, at night. I mean, how often do you get to see a gibbon at night with its eyes open while you're filming? It could happen. I don't know. Okay.
Oh my gosh. About to jump in the water. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh!
Don't give him ideas.
What the heck? It's chasing the boat, Tom! Go!
It's chasing the boat, Tom!
Go!
Whatever this human creature is, Ruben and his friends were able to capture some of it on camera. The thing is, if this video is real or not, it is very hard to say, being that it was late at night, the camera quality isn't that good, and it was kind of shaky and blurred at certain moments.
Oh my god. So wait, was the guy still in there? So he jumped in, and then the thing jumped in, and then the boat started. So like, is it gonna like munch on Tom? Like, what the fuck happened?
Probably what happened next was that the glowing eyes stopped working. So this was probably a prank. Somebody's wearing a thing and they have these glasses on or goggles that are red glowing eyes. And then when they jump in the water gets into the thing and it stops, which is why the video stops.
Okay. I can't dispute that.
However, what I do know is that there are several videos and reports out there of people who have actually encountered a humanoid creature with glowing red eyes. For instance, in West Virginia in 1966, there was a humanoid creature known as the Mothman, and he was reportedly seen by several people and was even talked about in several newspaper articles.
Because it doesn't fly.
Oh, it does not fly. You do have a point there.
Yeah, Mothman, I mean, that's kind of what Mothman does. Plus, I mean, do we look like Godzilla? The thing about Mothman is, Mothman, in my understanding, well, no, that's Mothra. Never mind. Sorry. Dapper's not here, is he? Okay, I really hope not, because he'd be so upset with me.
Oh my god, yeah, you'd probably get kicked out of the chat. It's like, no, I don't know this guy. Whatever you do, don't fuck up Klingon.
These, for example, are some of the videos where a similar creature is shown.
I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye with my movement.
Does your fucking flashlight become invisible?
Hold up.
Hold up. Wait, did you see that?
That looks like I got like a scythe-like sort of outline.
Yeah.
Hold up.
This might be the physical incarnation of death.
Dude, is that a person?
No, that would make sense though. More sense
I mean,
though.
It
That's
makes perfect
crazy.
sense. You know, it's unfalsifiable. It can explain any set of visual phenomena. It's creepy as hell. I mean,
No, that it is. No, if I saw that, I think the first thing that would have to happen is that I would pee nuts. Like
right?
like how do you? That's insane. Or really great camera optics. I don't know what he did, but I need him on my team because we be having technical difficulties over here.
We should.
Wait, Nick, did you lock the door?
Oh,
In
that
your
was
opinion,
creepy.
what do you think truly happened that night?
That's insane.
Oh
Holy
man, what does that
shit.
remind me of? Hold on,
An alien movie.
Yeah, but
What
like,
was it? Holy shit! This is cool.
it does does that look at all like the limb proportions at least is that kind of like how the creature in A Quiet Place moves?
I don't think I've seen A Quiet Place. Maybe.
Oh, that's a good movie. You should watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, no. Signs? They don't look that weird in Signs. They look a little bit like the alien in Arrival, but much smaller and none of these things have glowing red.
You're right. I mean, we're still trying to figure out this like eye to head deficiency, really. Like
Oh, hey, Stephanie.
Why?
Hi,
I
Stephanie.
mean, unless we're calling this thing a spider, why the fuck are your like eyes were like some kind of a bug?
It's
like
the
flies or
Demogorgon
something?
from
Yeah.
Stranger Things. That's what it is.
Did somebody say that, or did you just that
I
pop
just
into your
thought of
head?
that. Yeah. It just popped into my head because
It is literally just
I'm very well conditioned by our corporate overlords at Netflix to you know, just go with the party line.
lest we forget. This is cool. I fucking love this video.
Hold up. Dude, is that a person?
We should.
It was well done though.
Oh yeah, I'm mesmerized.
Like at this point, I'm totally convinced that this is an intentional hoax thing, and it's a well done one.
Wait, Nick, did you lock the door?
Like,
In
holy
your
shit, look at
opinion,
that.
what do you
Like, I
think
don't even
truly
know-
happened that night with Ruben Mockery and his friends
Okay,
while
what
camping?
truly happened this night? Ruben and Mark perfected CGI. Like holy
It was
shit.
well done. I mean,
Like,
if
bravo,
that's what they're
Ruben and
able to
Mark.
do on a YouTube budget, like they need to
Like,
be
right.
hired by some people, yo, because that's talent.
I'm impressed. Like, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's
Yeah, I ain't
fucking
even mad,
impressive.
you know.
Was it maybe an elaborate hoax, or is it the real deal? And what do you think about the supposed sightings of the Mothman and all of these reports from people all over the world who supposedly seen this mysterious and strange red-eyed humanoid creature?
It does look like Gollum.
There is a very big difference between camping all on your own and camping with a group of people. When you're all on your own, things tend to be a little bit more tense, and you have to pay attention to every single step that you take.
Yeah, this won't happen.
When you're with a group
Love
of
ya.
people, usually time goes by faster, it's a little bit more enjoyable, and you'll easily forget that you're in the middle of the woods and that anything at all can happen at any moment. And I guess
Anything.
this is exactly the case with a YouTube channel by the name of tking741, who was camping in the middle of the woods with a group of people enjoying their time. When all of a sudden, this happens.
Look at the lovely fire we have here with no fish on top of it.
Hardly any wood left.
Thanks to the
That's
genius
good.
fisherman here.
That's good.
Food goes in there, huh?
That's
like the last job we have for our fire. We are going to be in trouble.
As you can see, the group is enjoying their time. They had just set up a fire to eat something when something completely unexpected was caught on camera. Check this out.
You couldn't catch that if I... Dude, I got my knife right here.
pocket knife.
What the hell? You guys are letting me there to die?
What was that?
What appears to be some sort of creature is caught creeping up on them, and one of the group members noticed it first. They are able to capture a glimpse of this creature.
Hold up.
Yo, that's E.T. That's straight up E.T.
I was thinking that.
Right?
Is that...
Okay, you got to do the frame by frame.
Yeah, hold up. No.
It's the period, I
Oh,
believe. Right above Alt.
yeah. Fine. Okay. This. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I'm not... Maybe they're
This
gonna...
creature,
Hold
and
up.
to this
I mean,
day,
right,
no one
so
knows
far it looks like
exactly
a cat.
what this is.
Right.
Now, the video
With
was
a really big
recorded,
head,
if I'm
though.
not mistaken,
It-
12 years
Yeah,
ago.
it
and the
looked... Oh, yeah, okay. It was earlier. Yeah, that didn't look like a cat there, but it's easier to sort of define it, I feel like, when it's moving a little bit.
Yeah. Here, I wonder if I can slow it down.
Yeah. Yeah, good call with the sound.
I guess this guy's slow enough. Oof.
Yo, it looks like E.T. though, right?
Yeah, no, it really did. When I very first saw it, I was just like, did that thing just phone home?
Yeah. And it flew up there on its bike, you know?
What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was. It's like a kind of an anorexic koala. I don't know. Oh, hey, look who flew into the chat. Dr. Weasel be slumming it. Love you too, pig. Oh, see, me and Andrew are on the same page. Not a cat, koala. We're diagnosing. We are determining which cryptids are real, and then trying to figure out where said cryptid would go. Oh yeah, Mothman. Where would CGI Mothman go? Would it be a bug? I don't even know. What the fuck would you? That thing was creepy.
Yeah, no. It's also, everything about this was like, they're good actors. In the brief little clip there, like, they're not already looking at it. You can't like see it out of the corner of the thing. Their reactions seem general. Beforehand, they seem genuinely like they're just chilling out. Like, I was thinking to myself, this looks like a bunch of people I'd like to hang out with. Like, they look like from their body language.
Just chilling in this,
yeah,
chilling
like
in the
that
forest,
guy there.
probably
He's got some mad chill energy.
Yeah. Oh, he does. Yeah. I mean, he's got all that. He's probably all tuckered out from not catching fish. But like, this koala looking thing, that's kind of crazy. I don't know what to think of that. It's like a cat koala. Maybe like if a cat fucked a koala, I would expect its offspring to look like that. I mean, if it could have offspring at all.
I mean, those offspring would probably be really adorable. cat koala offspring. Like
Fair.
Right?
But if I'm not
What would it
mistaken,
eat, though?
12 years ago.
Because
Oh.
one eats only eucalyptus and one is a
Only
carnivore.
eucalyptus off the tree. You can't put eucalyptus on the
off
plate.
the
It has
tree
to be
because
on
they're
the tree.
extremely smooth brain.
Understatement. And then you have a
they're so
cat.
dumb.
And I watched a cat today, like tear open a chicken box. They're scrappy. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's kind of looks like Chester Cheetah right there, actually.
A little bit.
I don't even know.
And the camera quality isn't that good, so it makes it really hard for us to identify what this is. Now, some internet users stated that this could actually be a koala. However, koalas do not have tails, and in this video you can actually see this creature has a tail of some sort. This
It
was
also
noticed by
doesn't look
other
like a
internet
koala.
users who state also that this
where are
is
they?
some
Where
other
are they
type of
camping?
creature.
Are they in
But
Australia?
because the video quality isn't
They didn't sound
exactly
like
very
it,
good,
but-
it's very difficult to affirm what exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't sound like they're definitely not from Australia. Not that they couldn't be in Australia, but I have no idea where they are. But why people would think that was a koala is kind of beyond me.
So Paleologo says it looks like a cat, but if it's a cat, it's like a lynx or something. That because the thing is, if they just saw a cat up there, it's not going to freak them out, and they looked freaked out.
I mean, this is a valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It also, yeah, it did look, of all the things I was thinking of, like a stuffed animal that's like also constructed out of like paper towel tubes or something that then gets yanked over with a rope. That's how it sort of behaved mechanically as it moved.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah.
Matt, YouTube is blocking Math Picks comments, and I'm like, I'm not sure what to make of that because it's only like horrible. YouTube only blocks like the worst comments. Like I can't even see that anything's been blocked. So,
I mean, he's
like
Irish.
That,
what do you expect?
Oh yeah, and there's that.
This thing is. Not only that, I don't think a koala would have scared the group of people as good as it did. In the video, you can see they're all very scared and they don't know exactly what this thing is, even though they did catch a glimpse of it. Now, I'm not really sure where this video was recorded. All I know is that back in the 1990s, very close to when this video was recorded, there was a legend of the supposed...
It's not a fucking chupacabra. I'm not convinced chupacabras exist, but if they did exist, it wouldn't look like a stuffed, like, it wouldn't be like a koala Chester Cheetah looking... Yeah,
my understanding is that the chupacabra is actually one of the very few, if only, examples where like the exact mechanism of how the myth got started is actually understood, because it resembles to high accuracy a creature from like the movie Alien or something, and it is known that the first person to ever make a report about this. And by the way, this might all be totally wrong. I might just be pulling this straight out of my ass. I don't know. It's cavernous up there. Who knows? But they knew that it was some sort of like alien creature that looked exactly like something on the movie Alien or Predator or something like that. And they know that this person watched it the day before they made the report. And then they like saw it. And
yeah,
there's a specific date in like the late 80s or something for when this myth got started.
Oh, it's just started in the 80s. Oh,
it's pretty recent. It's pretty recent.
Hilarious.
Let me
No, every time somebody like says da 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 chupacabra, all I see is coyote. But I don't know. It could happen. You know, I mean,
yeah, right. It's probably a coyote with mange or something.
I can't. Whatever we saw, I'm not convinced it was. It doesn't match the stories of a chupacabra.
A few months
Unless
later, in
there's
August of 1995, so there might have been like some things, but the first sighting, I think, was in 1995 when an eyewitness named Madeline Tolentino reported seeing the creature in the Puerto Rican town of Canovanas, where as many as 150 farm animals and pets were reportedly like killed. And the origin, yeah, so the eyewitness description given by the original eyewitness in Puerto Rico was based on the creature Syl in the 1995 science fiction horror film Species. And it's like remarkable how much we have good models of the details of exactly how important, huge aspects of that particular cryptid like mythology were formed. It's nuts.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. That's interesting.
It's also, I think this person denies it, so there is that, but still.
I mean, yeah, you have to throw that disclaimer in.
Yeah.
Cabra that began when goats and chickens turned up dead in Puerto Rico. The folktale spread through Mexico and the US. There isn't exactly a consensus to how the chupacabra looks like. Some say it is a coyote with horrible skin, and others describe it as a gray lizard-like creature with large eyes. All I know is that in this video there were many internet users stating that this looks like a gremlin and it sounds like a lizard. Now, I'm not too sure if I agree with that.
I need to ask
but
Peter a
even so,
question. Paleologos, where are gremlins and Bree? Bree, are you here?
You haven't
Where are
seen her in a
gremlins
while.
phylogenetically? This is, I need to understand this because it's being taken as a given so far in the video here that we've got gremlins.
I didn't
as a real
hear it make
thing.
a sound. Did you hear it make a sound?
No.
So, like, everybody's saying it sounded like a lizard, and I'm like, okay. What is this? A capybaras? What am I missing? Is that a thing?
Capybaras are they're the largest extant rodent, I believe. They're classified by a fish by the Catholic Church for the purposes of Lent, and they live in in South America or something. So they're like a source of protein that is available, which is why they're classified as a fish, so that you can have protein.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess we're all fish, right?
There's no such thing as a fish. Fish are phylogenetically ill-defined.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why we're all.
Well, I don't feel phylogenetically ill-defined.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, capybaras look like giant guinea pigs, basically. They're actually pretty adorable, but like, if one were running at me and I didn't know what it was, it would freak me out. I mean, Paleologos, they're defining it, not redefining it. Fish isn't well defined.
No, well, the Catholic Church says it's a fish for purposes of Lent, so like they're redefining it because it's not defined as a fish. So, but I don't know. Saying that the Chester cheetah koala, I'm gonna call him Chester koala, is a primate, maybe related to a tarsier. Is that? Or maybe he's talking about something else. Gremlins are tarsiers, maybe.
Oh. I have to look up what a tarsier is, because they're the ones that look like... Okay, yeah, no, they're like the ones that like kind of look like... Is that what lemurs look like? What is the lemur?
Oh, I love this. This is like that little Mothman thing that we saw before. Why didn't you bring up the tarsier when we were looking at Mothman before? It's got the eyes.
They're adorable and awesome.
Indeed.
And they probably eat you. I don't know. They do look like gremlins. Holy crap.
They do look like gremlins. Okay, sure. Why not? Could it be? I don't know. That it had a pretty big bushy tail. I don't know that I would say it was where Tarsiers from. Where do they live?
Indonesia, I want to say. Philippines.
Southeast Asia.
Philippines,
Yeah.
Malaysia, Indonesia, and
Indonesia.
Brunei.
Yep. Okay. Again, have no idea where these people were, but
So if this
maybe.
isn't a koala, what could it be? What's your take?
It did kind of look like
When
actually
venturing
one of
yourself
those.
into the woods, one would definitely expect to have a relaxing and a joyful time. Just so you have an idea, researchers say that the smell of nature alone can help boost psychological well-being. For me, and I guess for many people out there, that's enough of an excuse to get out of the big city during the weekends and just relax a little bit.
But a few days ago, I was camping in Sun River, and what I thought would be a good location to pull over to the side of the road in like this forest area and sleep, which I thought no one was really around, turned into.
But sometimes venturing into the woods doesn't go as expected, and things turn out to be the opposite of relaxing. And I guess this is exactly what happened with Noah, who was all alone deep in the woods in Sun River, Oregon. He was inside his truck late at night and was just about to go to sleep when all of a sudden this happens.
Sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now. And it's like pitch black outside. Probably like 2 in the morning. And he just keeps walking around.
After a few minutes noticing that there was someone walking around his truck at 2 a.m. in the morning, Noah states that where he parked, there was absolutely no one around, which in my opinion sometimes isn't the smartest decision if you're not prepared or all alone. And after a few moments of silence, Noah thinks he's in the clear. However, things take a turn, and this is what happens next.
Literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away?
How do you know it's a he?
He's literally knocking.
Holy shit.
He's literally knocking on my truck. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here.
Is he inside the truck?
Yeah, he's in the truck.
He keeps walking around. I don't get it. See if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. Try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So,
How long has it been?
oh my god.
After several tense moments of someone trying to get in Noah's truck, he's able to make it through the night, and the next day he shows his viewers how his truck ended up.
So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there.
I did not notice that. Didn't you have to drive?
As you can see, there are hand marks all over Noah's truck.
I mean, I don't know. That was creepy, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not like a cryptid creepy. I think it's kind of weird to like have that.
Yeah,
in this video.
yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. It doesn't seem to belong in the same genre.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely creepy.
Yeah, no, I mean, out of all of these things, it's the most realistic. It's also the easiest to fake, I think, as Peter pointed out. Um,
I don't know.
But
I'm sorry.
it's also like, yeah, I mean, if somebody's just, well, because he said he's walking around like it.
It
If
could
I
just
think Bigfoot is walking around, I'm gonna say it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna. If I don't know what it is, I'm going to say it.
I don't know.
It's possible that if the person making the video was convinced it was a human but didn't know anything more, they might say he, like, as a default, because society.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is like I don't know, he flashed the light and it ran off. I don't know that a human would do that.
Well,
like if humans knocking on the door, they're looking for somebody. And
yeah, but they're also gonna say, "Hey, who's there?" They're probably gonna use verbs
anybody in
and
here?
like
Yeah.
vocalize,
Yeah,
right?
anybody in here or I need help or something. And then
And you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that before you go up and start knocking on it, right? Because you don't want to get shot. to go back to our previous conversation, which is once again salient.
Right. I mean, and that's the only thing that I could think of, that they would think that it was an animal, that behavior is a little not what we would expect of human behavior. But I just, I don't know. Other than that, I just really don't understand why it would be put in this category.
Yeah. I mean, well, look at the time on the video. They might be trying to make it to 30 minutes, right? So.
Well, okay, sure.
The thing is, some of the scratches he noticed on his car were not there before. So everything indicates that there's a very good chance that this person was trying to break in his car, or maybe find a way in. And I guess it was when he turned on the flashlight that whomever this person was, fled. In your opinion, should have Noah done something differently that night? And have you ever gone through a similar situation?
Yeah.
Well, this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check him out. I also have a
Right. Show him. There's plenty of people in the chat show. No, that was crazy. I'm enamored over those Mothman videos, or whatever the hell that actually was. But just like
Yeah, no, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I could watch stuff like that for hours. But and I still, for the life of me, can't imagine.
Go on. Sorry.
No, yeah, like what was going on in those videos. For like what was caught and the way it was moving, like it wasn't a human in a suit, for sure.
In the right suit, it might have been. So
you talking about the thing that was moving around like a spider?
When I was a freshman in high school, there was a production that my high school did of The Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
And Gollum is a character in The Hobbit at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a junior in high school who was cast it as him, and this person was able to move in ways that I did not think human beings could move. He was extremely flexible and was able to sort of do this weird serpentine but also spider-like movement of his body. And it was really remarkable. So if you do that, and then you also have a bit of a suit or something, like maybe you've got stilts on your hands so that you could kind of make your arms seem longer than they really are, and you then put a little bit of effort into post-processing. I mean, there's not that many frames that you need to go and sort of clean up if you needed to, right?
Sure.
So if you're doing all of that, and it's a lot of work to do.
It's a lot of work.
to do it the way that I. But it's a lot of work to do it in the way that I just at the drop of a hat. To do it in the way that I just at the drop of the hat hypothesized.
Like this here, like that's, maybe I that's insane to me. I don't know.
The video quality on that is just so low that there's a lot of other ways to do it that we could probably figure out if we thought about it. Really?
What happened?
So the person said fleed instead of fled, and I was like, that didn't sound right. And Paleologos was also like, it doesn't sound right. And then he looked it up, and apparently he and I were wrong, and fleed is correct. Kind of like sneaked or snuck. Right? Maybe it's one of these things like pleaded.
Huh?
Because pleaded is sometimes right and it's sometimes wrong. Oh, well.
Fleet? I've never heard anyone say that ever.
Okay, well, no, hold on. Is Titan still here? Because Titan will tell us. Titan knows how language works, which is not my thing. Man, I don't know what a past perfect is or a simple past tense and past participle.
Wait, didn't you take English?
No, I took, yes, but I didn't learn those things in English. Everything I know about the English language grammar, I learned in Spanish class. Everything.
What?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Wow.
They don't teach English grammar properly anymore, and haven't for a while.
I didn't know what all that was, and we took tests. That was crazy.
I know what is like if I have pled for something, I think have pled might be past perfect or something.
Well,
or something like that. Maybe that's
this is clearly the
Jerry's the grammar expert. Okay, well, I will keep that in mind.
Fled is past perfect.
I remember that it was called the pluriperfect or whatever in Spanish is called like the pluscuamperfecto. And I can't remember what that applies to. But I also learned what the subjunctive
happens. Like we're about to leave, and then like 15 people jump into the chat, and I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I have videos, but like we said, we were gonna do 3 hours again.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're only
okay.
If we're gonna go, we're only an hour and 40 into it.
This is 1:32. All right, so we could do half an hour, and then I am jumping the fuck off the stream. I'm not doing 3 again.
I didn't make you do anything. It's your stream.
Indeed. All right. Okay, what do I want to do? What are we doing now? Must have creepy camping videos.
Well, you had that original video, I think, because you told me in Discord that you had a video with my name on it.
Yeah, no, it was this one. This is the one I was thinking about. I just the other one I happened to accidentally click on.
It was beautiful. It was well done.
Wait, it was 58 minutes.
Yeah, that one's long. We could start now, and then we could do it next week, you know?
We could. Did we do that's a scary video. Oh, how did inspiring philosophy get in here? Those are scary videos too, though. All right.
For some reason, I thought I was like, wait, inspiring philosophy is in the chat? What?
No. Okay. Yeah, we're going until we hit 2, and then 2 hours. Sorry, not 2 a.m. 2 hours. And then I'm jumping off. Yeah, fun times for all, to be had for all. What am I going to do?
I like the implication that you're jumping off, but like I'm just gonna stay here and run amok.
You are more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to.
I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to end it. You would wake up and suddenly it would just be 12 hours of I guess probably whatever screenshot you left me with.
All right. All right. Well, I'll leave it up to the chat. Chat, do you want to see more cryptids, or are you ready to go to bed or watch other people?
So Paleologos, I think, is challenging us because he's like, wait, is a cryptid mentioned in a video? Because I think if I had to guess, he is of the opinion, quite rightly, that so far, technically, no cryptids have actually been mentioned explicitly, other than maybe Bigfoot.
Well, okay, yeah, there were.
But I mean, Utah skinwalker.
They're not okay.
I mean,
right
there, we've got this right here. Does this count, Peter? Does this count? Because we've got on the screen Utah skinwalker. Is a skinwalker a cryptid?
I mean, technically, none of those creatures were recognized by any field of science, biology, whatever. And to the extent that they were not CGI. What?
Sorry, Paleologo said you said your name was mentioned in a video. That's what I was talking about. Wait, is Tapiocaweasel a cryptid? Guys, can we start Tapiocaweasel as being a cryptid? Okay, so we need to come up with a lore.
Oh my god, no! A Tapiocaweasel was exactly what we saw on the top of that camper.
Done. Okay.
All right, let's.
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to, Peter. My name is in the title of the video. It's Convincing Dr. Tapiocaweasel, so it's in the title of this video, right? Like, look at the name of the stream.
No, yeah.
I don't think now. Yeah, I mean, my name is in the title of, I think, like a grand total of 3 videos on YouTube. 2 of them are Maya's, and one of them that I know of off the top of my head is Math Pigs.
He just called you a weasel. Or wasn't that?
I mean, I do sign up for that.
Fair. Your name's in a whole fucking fuck ton of videos then. All right, let's see if Utah has a skinwalker.
A sighting. The poster claims that the photo was taken by their friend's ex-husband. They said the ex-husband and his father were trespassing on a rural property to check out the scene of a supposed drug-related shootout that had taken place some weeks earlier.
As one does.
It's alleged that they were approached by a man with a shotgun who warned them with a shaking voice that they shouldn't be alone on this part of the property. He fired off a warning shot into the air and told them to clear off. The ex-husband and the father ran as fast as they could down a dusty driveway. They used the flash on their camera to light up the way. As they ran, several photos were accidentally taken. These images would remain unchecked for some time. Finally, several weeks later, when they regaled friends and family of the bizarre encounter, they decided to check if the camera had taken any pictures as they ran. One of the photos picked up something truly eerie. In the middle of the road, you can see a humanoid figure. It's brown and bulky with a very thick torso.
So, guy in a bad coat? I don't know. It's a bad time of year for coats, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that could happen.
Well, I mean, hold on. Where is this? Utah. At nighttime, it gets pretty chilly in
there.
In these areas, like Arizona at night, I mean, you get really big temperature swings because it's dry, it's high, so actually, no, that's reasonable, I think.
Okay.
Oh, it looks to be somewhat hunched as if it's lumbering across the road. As the title of the Reddit post suggests, the poster believes it could be evidence of the infamous skinwalker. In Native American culture, skinwalkers are believed to be witches or shamans that practice dark magic. It's said that they possess the ability to disguise themselves as animals. These witches are thought to be evil, indulging in sinister ceremonies to control malevolent powers. While it's known that pop culture has twisted the idea of the skinwalker into an over-the-top horror cliché, indigenous tribes, specifically the Navajo people, have remained tight-lipped about this mysterious entity. Could this photo hint at the ancient shape-shifting witches that are said to have been haunting America for centuries? Fellow Redditors analysed the
I don't
image.
know. Native atheists, are you still in the chat? Like, are you being tight-lipped about the existence of skinwalkers? Like ancient native tribes? I don't
I mean,
understand.
they say they've seen them, right? Like Native atheists
Yeah, I
said,
mean, they
"I've
do say,
seen skinwalkers," right? Like so.
I mean, I don't know. That would be worth. It's kind of worth a link. Like, I would love to hear this. Is it so? Skinwalkers, I've heard a lot about in pop culture, especially like what do you call those creepypastas, which are what like just started like 30 years ago. Like I thought it was like a creepypasta thing, but is this like a folklore?
Skinwalkers, I think. I mean that's not recent, right? I don't think. I think that's been around for like a while. Unlike the Chupacabra or like Slender Man or some nonsense.
Oh, Slender Man's got a great backstory, but
Yeah, no, it's something Hornets, right? It was like the original YouTube channel.
maybe
It was.
I looked
It
into.
was
I
really
remember
well
reading
done.
about it once, but yeah.
But it was also they weren't pretending like they had the whole YouTube channel that like made the lore, and then they also like if you asked them apart from that, they weren't like pretending, you know, that it was all real. Like it was a show.
right, yeah.
And then two high school girls went completely crazy a few years back and decided to stab their friend to death in the woods. True story.
You know, yeah.
Found that there was
she
no
survived, by
evidence
the
of
way.
Photoshop tampering.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Considering the backstory of the shotgun-wielding guard, several commenters thought the figure could be someone wearing a ghillie suit, an outfit used by hunters to blend in with their surroundings.
I mean,
so what do you think? Is it a skinwalker, camouflaged hunter, or possible glitch in the camera? Love to hear your opinions on this one in the comments section below. In this YouTube video captured in northern British Columbia, one YouTuber, Echo Heart Media, proved that you don't have to capture
Creepy
the
hand.
entire body
I
for
wanted
a
to make a
cryptid
point
sighting to be
about the last one.
terrifying.
Okay.
So this was a cryptid that I think we can definitively place in the taxonomic system as being a hominid, right?
Okay.
The
I'm here
skinwalker,
with you.
right? Like, I mean, everything about that. If it's a witch, witches are it's probably even a Homo sapien. It's just a shape-shifting Homo sapien, you know, that's made a deal with Satan. It happens.
I've heard that that's a thing. I've heard it.
He's a persuasive salesman.
This footage comes from a CCTV
Hashtag
security
Snickles, right?
camera that was set up on a vacation property. The manager of the property had long been noticing that things were moved without explanation or even destroyed. They also found unusual prints around the property that didn't appear to belong to any human or animal they had ever seen. They set up.
Well, I mean, is that could belong to a human though?
Yeah, for sure.
That didn't appear to belong to any human or animal they had ever seen. They set up the cameras in hope of identifying the culprit. It seems that whoever was causing the mischief around the property didn't like the idea of being filmed. In the footage, we see a hand reach up to where the security camera is placed, groping around for the camera.
Oh.
At first, it seems to be a normal human hand. However, if you look closely,
No.
something about it seems off.
It doesn't.
First of all, the hand seems small, almost as if
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
It has 2 fingers and a thumb. It doesn't look like a normal human hand. Okay?
You said it first.
It didn't look like that. At first, it looked like a couple of fingers. It didn't look like a hand at first. It looked like some fingers at first. And then when you see the hand, you're like, oh, wait, no, that's not. I mean, this is Yoda. We've got Yoda breaking into our house. Okay?
Yoda would never do that.
I mean, how do you know? You know, maybe.
You know,
Yoda's been around for over 900 years. Okay? The man has seen and done some shit.
All true things.
Belongs to a child. In addition, the hand only has 3 fingers. To make matters even more strange, it doesn't appear as if the hand has been mutilated in any way. Instead, it looks like the hand was meant to only have 3 fingers. After groping around for a few seconds, the hand reaches violently for the camera, covering the lens with its palm. The creature grabs the camera and tears it down, never giving us a glimpse of its face, leaving its existence a complete mystery.
I don't know. It's awfully convenient.
Yeah, that one does look CGI actually. Like, I go out of my way to not use CGI as sort of a catch-all explanation for all of this crap. But that hand did look like a CGI thing to me.
Okay.
Or it could be Yoda. Yoda is green.
YouTuber Freddy Z was not prepared for the scary encounters that he would face when making an innocent
werewolf.
video for his YouTube channel. He and a companion set out
You
into...
know what? I like this guy. He doesn't mince words. It's like, no. These are creepy cryptids, and this is what you were looking at.
Yep. Which I respect, you know? If you're going to take a position, take the position, you know?
Right. Don't be like, hey, Tucker Carlson. Like, I'm just asking questions. You know, like, people are saying this
You're
could
a fascist
be a Mothman.
is what you are.
You know? No. He's just like, nope. This is a werewolf. God damn it. We're all on the same page about this. I do. I respect him.
Capture and document some of the creepy crawly creatures that come out when things get dark. After hunting for a while, the pair hadn't had much luck, so they decide to call it a night. In the video, we see them beginning to document the few insects they did manage to find that night, when they suddenly hear the sound of a nearby branch snapping. The camera pans up towards the source of the noise. The camera's light reveals what appears to be a wolf man peering out from behind a nearby tree. The 2 boys quickly bolt away from the creature. We hear them discussing what it was they saw, but they're unable to come up with an answer. Did Freddy Z really capture evidence of a werewolf stalking in this forest?
Why is this a werewolf?
Can you go back?
Some
Sorry.
sort of creepy creature on camera after hearing scared for the scary encounters that he would face when
really
making
quiet.
an innocent video for his YouTube channel. He and a companion set out into the woods one night looking to capture and document some of the creepy crawly creatures that come out when things get dark. After hunting for a while, the pair hadn't had much luck, so they decide to call it a night. In the video, we see them beginning to document the few insects they did manage to find that night, when they suddenly hear the sound of a nearby branch snapping. The camera pans up towards the source of the noise. The camera's light reveals what appears to be a wolf man peering out from behind a nearby tree.
What?
It
Is that a wolf man?
like, I see where they're coming from, but no.
Sure.
It's a couple of splotches of light that are creepy.
It's certainly creepy.
The two boys quickly bolt away
And it
from
looked
the
like
creature.
it was holding a smartphone.
We hear them discussing what
Like, somewhere in a werewolf world, there's a YouTube video of two scared kids. It just okay.
That's true. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen.
it was they saw, but they're unable to come up with an answer. Did Freddy Z really capture evidence of a werewolf stalking in this forest? In July 2011, YouTuber Holla Bible managed to capture some sort of creepy creature on camera after hearing scary sounds coming from the woods near his house in Oregon. After walking for some distance, he eventually spots an unusual beast
Thanks for
crouching
the
in the
views,
long
Cryptids.
grass. As the YouTuber speaks to the camera, his voice startles the creature, who immediately turns to look at him. Its eyes look as though they're glowing in the darkness as they reflect the camera's light. If you slow the footage down, you can see that the creature appears to be some sort of humanoid. It has smooth, hairless skin and a large dome-shaped head. It also looks as though it's crouched over something, possibly a carcass from which it's feeding.
I mean, honestly, it just looks like kind of a feral kid.
Have you seen a lot of those?
I read what was it? Lord of the Flies.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
they all kill each other? I haven't read that since middle school, I think.
Same.
Clearly spooked
Yeah,
by
no,
what
that
he's
is
just
Gollum.
witnessed,
You're
Holla
totally
Bible
right,
runs
Peter.
for safety, and the video abruptly ends. Because of its similar appearance to an alien grey, many viewers have thought that this YouTuber had spotted a being from another world, while others drew comparisons to the rake, as well as several other forest-dwelling cryptids.
Oh, how did we miss that? It's
While
totally
the
right.
footage does appear to show some type of
That's
creepy
from a
creature,
different video.
the
That's
poor
not
video
from
quality
this.
makes it
No.
difficult.
I know it's not from this video, but like the side by side, it was totally that. Or maybe
Well, yeah,
it's
but
offspring. It looks
I'm not
smaller.
really familiar with the rake.
Nor am I, but I've seen pictures.
To know for sure.
Could be a Slender
Unfortunately,
Man,
without further
maybe.
information, we may never know what it is this YouTuber caught lurking in the woods behind his house.
I'm going with kid.
Some videos captured of strange creatures almost seem to pay tribute to the original Bigfoot footage that started it all. Such is the case with this video uploaded to the Smithsonian Magazine's YouTube channel. Captured in 2000, the video titled Dave Shealy's 2000 skunk ape footage displays an odd human-sized figure walking in the distance, reminiscent of the original Bigfoot footage.
Hold up. What?
That's just a forest druid wearing a dress.
Human-sized figure walking in the distance, reminiscent of the original Bigfoot footage.
That's not.
In fact, the
That
massive
doesn't walk
furry
the same
creature
way
is
at all.
sometimes known as Florida's Bigfoot.
Yeah, no, that was walking with its
Dave
shoulders
Shealy
back and its head
proclaims himself
back,
to be
right?
the
Whereas
skunk
the other
Yeah,
one
no,
was
I mean,
like
this thing
this.
is running like a. I mean, it looks like a human being.
It's
like walking briskly in the first time, and then running.
Yeah, it's like
clearly the second.
Sure.
We don't. Do we have any videos of Bigfoot running?
It's a skunk ape. What is a skunk ape? I'm not familiar with the term skunk ape.
Nor am I.
That's
have
the section of the video that we're watching, apparently.
Okay. Just a human. Yeah, I'm oh, here we go. AKA 428. That isn't we're an iPad. Yeah, I don't see Bigfoot in there at all. If they're trying to do Bigfoot, I mean, it was just done badly.
Himself by tracking down this elusive creature. Named for both its ape-like size as well as its skunk-like foul odor, the skunk ape has notoriously been spotted running on two legs through Dade County in Florida. Dave Shealy's insistence as to the creature's existence, as well as the footage he's captured, form a crucial piece of evidence. Some entities, such as the United States National Park Service, refuse to acknowledge the existence of the skunk ape, calling it a hoax. Some even claim that the reported sightings must have been those of a black bear, although the footage Shealy captured is almost certainly not that of a bear. In fact, Dave Shealy claims to have first sighted the skunk ape when he was just 10 years old, describing what he saw as a child as a man but completely covered with hair. Shealy has since dedicated years of his life to tracking down the skunk ape he saw and its possible other relatives. Since then, Shealy has claimed to have seen the skunk ape on at least 3 other occasions, going so far as to start a skunk ape research headquarters, dubbing himself the Jane Goodall of skunk apes. Too large in stature to be anything but a human-like
Those
ape
are some big
creature,
shoes, bro.
the leaders of the
I'm
skunk
saying
ape
though.
point to Shealy's footage as important evidence of Bigfoot's spiritual successor. In 2008,
That's funny. Florida man in an ape. I lolled.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh,
I mean,
you don't see it? I totally see it. Beautiful.
I don't know.
friends captured this unsettling video while exploring an abandoned house in an unknown location. The house itself is old and believed by many to be haunted, but what these two see inside is far worse than any ghost. As one of the explorers opens the front door, some sort of creature rushes towards them from out of the darkness. The creature, which appears to move on all fours, almost looks as though it was waiting for the boys to enter the mansion. The pair run for their lives as the beast lunges towards them. While the creature appears to be human, it moves more like an animal. It lets out a ferocious squeal similar to a wild pig as it rushes forward. What could this bizarre creature actually be? Is it a human or is it some sort of animal? In the comments section below, let us know what you think it was that chased these boys from the abandoned house.
It's a long-lost Australopithecus afarensis.
In July 2016, an unsettling clip was uploaded to Last Leaf Studios YouTube
I mean,
channel.
they are
It shows
quadrupeds.
one of the creepy...
I'm just trying to give Peter a stroke in the chat.
I don't know. I was just on the same page with Brian Stevens. Like, it looks like a feral human. I would think that he'd have more hair on his head, but if I had to guess, like if you were just like, Maya, what would a feral human look like? I would probably produce a video.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looked more like, it didn't look, I mean, I guess these are still humans, but like, you know, I Am Legend, it looked more like those things than like normal humans, you know, like the sort of long loping kind of traits. I don't know.
Yes, walking on the ground that has human limb proportions, and that's what that's why I was saying. Like feral human makes more sense to me, because like there's there's no like
we're not built to walk like that.
right. And if you are quadrupedal, there's no reason for you to evolve our limb proportions.
Yeah, not without turning bipedal. I don't necessarily even know if it's so much about the proportions as it is about like the mechanics of how they're joined, right?
Yeah, well, that too, absolutely.
But I do think that, like, yeah, the proportions also matter a fair amount. Like gorillas have way longer arms and way shorter legs.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's not like they're producing samples for us to test with any of this shit, so one can only wonder.
These things ever caught on video. The footage, which was captured in Kiev, Ukraine, appears to show some sort of creature hanging underneath a bridge. As the beast makes its way towards a lighted area underneath the structure, its size and shape suddenly becomes apparent. It appears to resemble some sort of humanoid or very large ape, and moves in a similar fashion to a sloth, only much faster. However, if you zoom in, you can actually see that it moves both of its rear legs at the same time, as if pulling itself along the railing. When the clip first surfaced, many thought that the creature had to be some sort of ape that had escaped a nearby zoo. However, several cryptid enthusiasts have since suggested that the beast appears to be far larger than any known animal. What do you think this bizarre creature is? Could it be some sort of large...
Could it be?
It's probably just a person. A pretty dumb person.
Yeah. I guess I just don't want to believe that somebody is that fucking stupid.
Yeah, because like that's high enough. You don't want to fall off that bridge. Like you'll probably survive. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you'll probably survive, but you don't want to fall off that bridge.
Right. Holy shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Man, I'm such a masochist. I'll do one more.
Okay.
Animal, possibly
last
even an
one.
escaped
Holy
pet,
shit.
or is it something else entirely? This video, uploaded to Jay Frasina's YouTube channel in June 2009, supposedly shows a creepy creature climbing the walls inside a 100-million-year-old ice cavern. The cave, which is located near the town of Hallstatt, Austria, can be accessed via a cable car, followed by a short hike. As the YouTuber enters the cavern, they begin to film various ice formations. And as they ascend a flight of stairs, you can see dozens of icicles hanging from the ceiling. As they continue deeper into the cave, it becomes noticeably darker. Suddenly, the camera holder spots something climbing on one of the walls. At first, he thinks it could be a person as he zooms in to get a better look. Then, he can be heard saying that he thinks it could be a ghost. He continues filming the creature until it disappears out of sight. If you slow the footage down, you can see that the creature appears to have a humanoid body structure. However, it seems to move in a manner similar to that of a frog or toad.
Yeah.
The clip has
How big
baffled
is that
many
thing?
experts who are
I
at
have
a
no
loss to
size
explain
reference.
how the creature is able to withstand the freezing temperatures within the cave.
That's not weird. I'm not
Could it
worried
be
about
possible that this YouTuber has actually discovered some sort of strange creature that has so far managed to elude scientific classification? Unfortunately.
Oh, the thing is, like, if you ever seen people climb mountains, I'm not gonna. I hear what they're saying, like it like a kind of looks like a frog or like an amphibian, like the way they, but like you have to kind of find your grip in. It does look like people when they're trying to climb a mountain because you got to find a spot for your hand to like catch on to, like pulling yourself up, like
Yeah.
So you're not gonna move the way a person normally would, like climbing a ladder or even a rock wall.
That I gotta say though, if I had to guess at the size of that thing, I'd say it's like the size of my hand at most. It
And
looks
that's
small.
the other thing. I want to know how big it is before I say, yeah, definitely human in a wetsuit.
But you don't have enough reference sort of like material visually to actually be able to accurately address that. And ever since that picture of the dress, like, I understand people can see the same thing and come to wildly different conclusions.
Oh my God, the dress. I forgot about that thing. Yeah. No, that was funny. That was funny.
It's crazy. It was also clearly white and gold, just saying.
I'll go in there.
Without further information, we may never learn the truth behind this mysterious video.
All right.
Webcams.
Okay. Yeah. Nope. Done. All right. So we're going to pick up at minute 13 next week.
Fantastic.
Right. At either 9 or 10 o'clock, something.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I had fun. Did you have fun? Or did
yes,
you like
absolutely.
Did you like the ghost videos better?
I think so. I really liked the one video where the guy brought his dog into like the underground thing and then was surprised when he lost
Oh.
cell reception. That was great. but
Right.
the videos tonight, like, I mean, the thing about ghost videos is you get a lot more of the it looks like just a smudge,
Mhm.
whereas these, at least it looks like a smudge that was done with practical effects.
Right. Well, I don't know. Looks like our chat had fun. I had fun.
Awesome.
Well,
Fantastic.
I'm having
Me
fun.
too.
I hope you're having fun, because that means you get to come
Yes.
back, and I don't have to find another co-streamer. Yeah, I am horrible at all the shit by myself. I like having somebody to bounce things off of, and multiple people see more. So, I'm not gonna have like all my slots filled up. There's not gonna be 10 of us. Like, I see this, no, I see this, and 10-hour stream or anything like that. But it is kind of cool to like.
Yeah, for sure.
Have different perspectives on things like this. Yeah, I don't know. I had more fun laughing at people last week because I didn't take any of the videos seriously. This week, it kind of intrigued me because I'm like, seriously, like, could this be real? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not. Nothing's convinced me though.
No. Yep. I'm not convinced. But,
But hey, we unofficially named an animal after you, so
it's, I believe, I mean, I'm very self-centered. I think that we should name all cryptids after me. I think that was what Titan was also proposing.
Yeah, somebody said that.
I mean, I'll take
why
it.
not? They are no longer cryptids. They are now tapiocaweasels.
Tapioca's who we fill in as.
Oh, I love that.
Fantastic.
All right. Next week on this channel.
Yep.
Tune in as we look at the rest of the Tapiocaweaselensis.
I will play you the song of my people. Crap, now I have to think of the song of my people.
Now we gotta find a song for your people. All right. All right. Well, thank you all for coming, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye.